long time.
Shout out to SMK on the beat.
Facts. Bless me with some fire.
Victory got a project coming soon, and you'll probably be able to get the other one that he's got. You'll see. You'll see. So what's been up? Tell us what's been going on.
Been a lot, man. You know what I'm saying? Going through a lot of trials and tribulations, but you know, sometimes you gotta turn lemons into lemonade. You know, I've been battling cancer. I beat cancer. 3 years cancer free.
That's what's up right there.
They told me I was gonna die and everything. I had a blood cancer. Titanium T-cell lymphoma is blood cancer, but it's a non-Hodgkin cancer. But I pulled through with the right herbs and the right eating process. Hey, I tell anybody you can beat anything.
They can't tell the God what's going to happen to
them. A disease only means that your body's at a dis-ease. You got to get it back in its right coordinates.
Right. That is 100%.
100%.
Yo, so God, you could just build. You know, it's been a long time since you've been up here. So
like 22 years since last time I've been here. I went to school in Monroe. I lived on the west side, lived on the east side.
Y'all don't understand. It's been a long time.
Lived off Genesee. Yeah, with the mother.
We just shooting the shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I did a lot of. You know what I'm saying? A lot of good shit, a lot of bad shit in the rock. You know what I'm saying? But it was good times. You know what I'm saying? During the 90s, man, I don't think, the youth really truly appreciate, you know what I'm saying, the true substance of just being around during that era. The true appreciation and shit. So
the stuff that we were putting down. The youth that we were.
Oh, indeed.
You know? But it was a different era. You know what I'm saying?
Very different.
I think one thing that we probably had that a lot of people nowadays don't is we had a respect for the elders.
Oh, indeed.
And we had a lot more discipline. We wanted to be right. We wanted to strive to live a better life, and we actively worked towards it and went for it. Even sometimes we fell short. Ain't nobody perfect.
Indeed.
We strived to be, but we really wanted to not eat pork and try to not call women bitches. We really actively fought to stop doing that. So.
See, that came from a lot of different organizations and groups that was active as a collective. You know what I'm saying? I know you got gangs, there's always been gangs, but you had groups like you had the 5% Nation of Islam, you had the Nation of Islam, you had the Moors group, you had the Hebrew Israelites, you had brothers just dealing with the Kemetic science, Egyptology, and everybody kind of like exchange the information and kind of build with each other and kind of, develop off each other. We're still thugging it out now, but
one thing I noticed too,
we were civilized gangsters.
The era we were proud to be black, and we were proud to show us as being black.
Yeah.
Like the African medallions, the Malcolm X's, like wearing African garb, wearing our own stuff as far as cross colors and like we was proud, man. They had to stop it. And the way I look at it, yo, in the late or the early 90s, they had to make it more gangster because we was waking up and waking up. Like we were waking up. We were like, this is not gonna happen again. This not gonna happen again. We almost was more community minded. Now I know we had the gangs, but we had a lot of black organizations that was really doing outreach.
Yeah.
More than we got now. Like everything is now come to me instead of us going out there and finding the people and talking to the people. Even from the churches, you know what I'm saying? Churches used to be out there talking, coming to get you, asking you questions, and now it's
fear
like,
right now, God.
Now you got to come to us.
It's a fear right now. People are not doing what they used to do because of the fear. The youth is taking over. You know, the Bible speaks about that. There'll be a child that will lead the nation. But you know, it always speaks about the youth.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's a different time and era. When we was doing what we was doing, our parents complained about it. When they were doing what they was doing, their parents complained about it. It's a different time. Time is evolving. I think the music play a lot of part. You know, because music moves the masses. So we had music that really kind of enhanced us. That really talked about a lot of different things. Education, talk about, that was the hip hop was a voice was an outlet for us to really use our voice to really talk about the issues that went on in our community.
I always talk about the balance. It was a balance. For every NWA, you had a Public Enemy. For every raunchy rapper, you had a conscious rapper, and they both got played.
Oh,
so
indeed.
you was able to deal with the
You need
scales.
both positive and negative.
Now we leaning more towards the negative. There's really, for every maybe 10 to 12 songs, you might...
both build character, but the reason why I say you need both positive and the negative, because if you don't have the negative, you can't see how to weigh it against it. You need something to weigh it against. It's justice on the scale, because good situations bring you character, and bad situations bring you character.
Indeed.
Both of them develop
What I'm saying is, as of right now, we don't have the good as much as we had back then. So you could be Mobb Deep, but then you could be Brand Nubians too, because they were both equally played. You could be De La Soul, or you could be, the next underground I'ma kill you rapper.
I think a lot of time it's the networks, because I'm quite sure there's a lot of music that we listen to in this song, or one or two songs out of their album, there's something conscious about it. But the radio's not gonna push that. That's not their agenda.
Right.
The conscious state of mind and the conscious music and the state of awareness and to be woke is not what the agenda's being pushed. It's easier to talk about drill music, kill music, like I murder you, I do this. It's easy to do that shit.
Because we doing it against ourselves.
Who can say it the wittiest? Who can be more unique, and who can critique it better?
But think about it. If we was saying kill, we gonna do this and that to the other people, to the government, to the police, they wouldn't push that. But if we dealing in and killing our own, they'll push that. You know what I'm saying? So like we was talking about it the other day. You could gangster, it's easy to be the gangster, because you really just killing your own.
But you know what I'm saying? What's the definition of really, what's really gangster? What's a person's perception of being gangster? Like raising your children and surviving and living the next day, not being hospitalized or incarcerated. That's gangster. To be able to give somebody an outlook on something, to help them gain something without having no hatred in your heart, when you educate them on something, that's gangster.
See, I agree, but I'll say that's revolutionary.
Yeah.
I'll put that in the revolution aspect of it. As far as being a revolutionary, but we don't have revolutionaries really no more. We have a few.
Yes, a few.
But we were all becoming revolutionaries. That's the difference.
I think the lack of education really just kills us off with the youth, because being from the South and being able to have both worlds and be able to really just look at the inside of both. When I go to museums, I don't see no black kids in there. It's always like white kids, white people. It's like they know more about our history than our own kids do.
Because I would say this, and I stand on it. Our generation is letting down the youth, because we had elders that was telling us and showing us our history, what it was mean to be who we are, and instilling that in us, that this is who we are, and be proud of it. And now we out of whack. We embrace everyone else's culture instead of our own.
Well,
so it's up to the mothers and fathers, the grandmothers, the grandfathers, the aunts, the uncles, the older cousins and whatnot, to be the ones to take the youth, the 8-year-olds, the 7s, the 10s, and get in that life early and start and showing them, and so they can embrace. You come from kings and queens and gods and earths, and you come from what created this whole world. And once you get that inside of you, you feel like you're the most powerfulest person in the world. You teach an 8-year-old, 9-year-old who they are and where they come from, and show them, not just tell them, but show them, yo, we created this, we created that. And that will show that
it would change the dynamics on a lot of stuff, but the reality is, born, like, it's not viewed necessarily. We could talk about that and give our views on and show and prove. But it starts with self. It starts with us first.
Yes.
You know, people are really mostly focused on their family, and like hell, shit, man. It struggles now with the family and trying to raise them, because kids are not drawn to that. They're not magnetically drawn to what the parents are saying. They're drawn to what the TV is talking about, what the radio is talking about, what their peers is talking about. Peer pressure is a motherfucker, man.
Indeed. So, but they're not reaching them early enough. You know what I'm saying? Like I look at the people that I know that
it's time consumption, boy.
That indeed, but the people that was in they babies' lives and teaching them from 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, them babies grow up different than you trying to reach them. Like, sprinkle something in here, but you give them the phone all day. Sprinkle something in here, but they on the video game all day. It's different when you're trying to reach them at 12, 13, 14, 15 than reaching them at 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Their foundation is laid. Now, you know, children gonna be children, and we all was. I'm not saying we was completely, you know, embraced the roles that we had and we was taught, but we had it and understood it so that we didn't go off the ledge.
Yeah, see, that's why I say it's a different generation, born.
They're not teaching them.
They're not teaching them, but it's not the fact they're not teaching them. We just got to find a new design to get them really attracted to what we're teaching. They're bored with it. Their attention span is not as long anymore. Even with the music, you see, this shit is repetitive. This shit is the same thing over again. Then you got to think about all the nanas, all the grandmothers, granddaddies that really had structure, that really laid down the foundation, but are gone. Then nobody, the kids didn't pick up none of that shit. Grandma's recipes and how they did. Nobody got time for that shit no more.
But that's because they didn't teach them. Those people was, like you said.
And now, I mean, cut you guard. And now I'm gonna let you add on. And now the fact that even raising their kids, parents don't even have time for themselves. They working 2 or 3 jobs. They got other people watching their kids. The kids off at the babysitter. Grandmama's watching. She barely can't take care of herself. She's sick. The shit is a run amok. The shit is crazy all over the place. So it's only gonna be a selective few that you'll be able to reach and be able to talk to. Whatever kids is like.
A lot of these people, G, is competing with the children.
Yeah. They looking
like
for their
I
youth
look
back.
at
They
it
want
like
their
this.
Youth back.
When we teenagers, you know, when you young, you get your foundation. Anything like 9 and below. Then you starting to learn the world when you get to your teenage years. So now you putting into action the things that you was taught for your foundation and things that you add on to. Your 20s, sometimes they tell you to go out there and enjoy your life, when other cultures are like, nah, find that person, get your education, find that person, build with that person. We tell people, yo, enjoy your 20s. Go out there, do what you got to do, rack up, party, whatever. And then when you get 30s and 40s, because your foundation, you're supposed to elevate. To me, like every decade, you're supposed to say, okay, by the time you get 40, you're supposed to have a lot of that put down. Either you got a family, or you giving back because you done did all of that, and you showing the youth, this is how you supposed to be when you get to 40, when you get to 50. But we got 40s and 50s and 60-year-olds out there doing the same thing that the 20-year-olds.
It's like now, say like people living their second childhood. But I will say this though, I won't be condescending, but I will say people reach their pentacle at certain time periods. Like you may have kids, they may be young superstars. Then you have individual IAs that may all of a sudden just everything they desire and ask for, that shit may be just moving. Then you have people at their older age that never had nothing going on, but all of a sudden this dude hitting the number every week. So our rewards is coming for each and every last one of us, just different things that we do that put a stagnation on us reaching what we're supposed to reach. But me personally, man, I mean, I try to educate everywhere I go, but I don't really put too much emphasis and too much, you know what I'm saying, input on anything that doesn't pour back into me. Now, those you would know, you know, who's magnetically drawn to you, and those who want to, you know what I'm saying, learn from you, or those that ask questions, because people do ask questions, people are curious, but people are attracted to the bullshit now. You know what I'm saying? The music been watered down, the food been watered down and fucked up. It's like everything is just like being tarnished and destroyed. But so you just gotta find your niche and evolve with the world, and then just find individuals as you going up to try to receive your best and try to do what you need to do to reach everything that you're trying to achieve. But on your way, you know, I'll give you a prime example. I'm gonna give you an analogy. It's like driving somewhere, right? And you know your destination. Let's say my destination is going back down south. I'm driving, right? So I may veer off for gas. I may veer off for food. But these are the things I need that continue my journey. I may veer off to visit somebody, but you can't stay stagnated there. My journey and my mission is to get back down south. But that's how it is with life. A lot of times, and we know what we're supposed to be doing, but we just don't activate it. And it's easy to talk about it. It's easy to talk about it, but I think we just lack drive and motivation and push.
Well, we surrounded by the nonsense too.
Oh, indeed.
You know what I'm saying? Because if you're a righteous person and you're surrounded by a bunch of 85 and gangsters and people, what do you think your actions? You either gonna be like them,
or lead them,
or it's just going, or you're gonna separate. Because it's not going to be fruitful for you, and possibly it's not going to be fruitful for them because they ain't trying to hear it.
Wipe this up, God.
So it's like if everybody's doing the nonsense now, then we should be the magnetic for them because we're opposite of what everything they all doing. We just got to find, like I said, and I agree, we got to use new tools. We gotta figure these things out.
But we gotta do it wisely though. I'm gonna give you a prime example. It's just like I got 5 individuals listening to me on building, but two of them are just like really drawn into what I'm saying. They really like picking up and they really kind of benefit from it. But the other 3 ain't really too much paying no mind to it. You mean to me, I'm sitting here like I'm gonna stop what I'm building about that I feel these 2 brothers right here, because many will come if you are chosen.
Right.
And stagnate everything I'm doing with these individuals right here just because these 3 right here is not picking up what I'm saying or really have no interest in it. So I'm trying to get them caught on track. Man, fuck all that, man.
No, I'm not.
You know,
I'm not saying that.
I'm not saying in reference to you, boy. I'm just saying.
No, I know what you're saying.
A lot of times we put too much emphasis.
I'm saying to the people, the ones that's gonna get it, you rock with them. The ones that don't, you let them fall by the wayside, and you keep the journey going. I agree with that, but I'm saying, as in mass, that's what we have to do, and see who's really about it and who's really not. Because I don't think we put the pressure to see what is it, diamonds or is it coal? You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of these, like speaking to the youth, they be wanting that information. The youth be wanting discipline and structure, but they're not getting it.
We got poor leaders, man. It just at the end of the day, man, just say that we got poor leadership, true. Man. The people that we put in power, man, they're not capable and they're not qualified to motherfucking teach.
Right.
That's just it. And that's simple as plain. We got poor leaders, man.
100%.
And the thing about it is too many of us crying victim, man, when shit don't work out for us.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you an example. My man Killer, right? You know what I'm saying? Justice and shit. I'm sitting here venting to him. I'm building with him, letting him know what I'm going through and how I feel. He said, yo, man, for 45 minutes, Vic, you've been building, not one time you came up with a solution. And I was just sitting there thinking, like, damn, God right. So at the end of the day, man, we can sit here and bicker and, whine about shit, but if you ain't coming up with a solution, I'm not sitting around a bunch of grown ass men sitting here and complain about my problem all day, and it's like 5 to 20 of us, and nobody ain't coming up with no fucking solution. Ain't nobody trying to come up with no ideas or whatever like that. Sitting around getting high, smoking and drinking, talking about what we gonna do. Ain't nobody writing nothing down, man. That shit is bullshit, man.
You gotta identify the problem and then come up with the solution.
That's super fact.
See, what we do is we get caught up in the problem, and then we blame everything outside of self for the reasons why this happened. Instead of looking inside
accountability.
Self, Y equals self.
Accountability.
And so until we get past this, the devil and I'm poor and my education, and once we get past that, and now we like, yo, I want to be better.
You know what it is? I'm gonna tell you, boy. All that's wrong, God. Not wrong, but if something comes before that, you spit in the book, but the introduction ain't that. The introduction in the book is self-love. These niggas don't love themselves. So how can you tell anybody to do anything when they ain't got no self-love? They gotta find love for themselves. They find the niche to what makes them feel whole again. What makes them like I got love. It's too much hatred, bro.
But
you
that's
can't
what
teach
I'm
nobody
saying.
to love anybody that don't love themselves.
When you take the victim mentality, the victim Olympics, and you take that out, and now you deal with self-accountability, then you start to garner the respect and love of yourself because you know you can overcome it. Your destiny is determined by you. It's not determined by nobody else.
I agree.
So the love is going to come once you get off the victim mindset. Because all we do is complain to each other as a whole, not individually.
No, I hear you.
You know what I'm saying? Because, we going to strive to do what we got to do, and ain't nobody going to stop us from doing what we got to do. But I just mean as a whole, when you look at how a lot of people speak, this is happening to me, and I feel I'm powerless. But you're not. We're more powerful together, and that's what we need to do. That's why people form gangs and get in gangs and stuff like that, because they're looking for others that share their mentalities and share what they're going through. And them older people in those organizations actually affect the youth and help them in some form of way to make them be willing to go out there and do the stuff that they do.
I'll give you a story, boy. I'm doing gas and electric. I'm an energy consultant for gas and electric in New York City, licensed by the Public Service Commission. I walk through East New York, you know what I'm saying, and I'm a manager. I got a few people under me. I got like 12 people under me. So I talked to this young man that's in Brooklyn, known to be a menace, causing trouble. The elders are scared of him. And I happened to run into him at the store, and I'm building with the brother. He said he needed a job. So I said, let me give this brother a chance. I gave this brother a chance, gave him a uniform and everything, showed him, educating him about pulling his pants up. Looked very decent, like a very decent young man, very acceptable with any parent to see if they was talking to their daughter. But long story shorter, he came back to his neighborhood. He wanted to work in his neighborhood because he was proud. Mm-hmm. Now, this is the aftermath of all that. He goes in the neighborhood. He said, I want to go right here where the elders always see me, always cause trouble, but I want to show them that I look presentable and I have a presentation. He do his presentation. I kind of do the nod. I kind of sat back and just watched. They mistreated this brother. They came in here with hailstone and fire. So I'm saying, so when he left, it kind of discouraged the brother.
Yeah.
He went to the next. The other lady treated him the same way, but not even looking at or listening to say that he was just so known for doing something that they didn't give him the benefit of the doubt. So I had to tell the elders when he left. He kind of took his uniform off. He said, "Man, fuck this shit," So I was like, yo, brother, chill out. Just go over there and relax. And, here's a couple of dollars. Go get something to eat, man. Take a break, man. Just breathe. So I spoke to the elders. I said, this is the same individual that y'all saying that's always causing problem, always causing trouble. He got a job. I hired him. Mm-hmm. He was so proud to have a job that he wanted to come to work in his own community just to show the elders that he was so disrespectful to all this time that I want to make a change.
Right.
But they came in here with so much malice and so much disrespect that he said, I might as well go ahead and just keep doing what I've been doing. Keep terrorizing y'all. keeps tearing up the neighborhood. So we got to give them the benefit of the doubt sometimes.
Yeah.
You know, just because a person known to be a thief, just because something gets stolen that following time doesn't mean he's done it.
Yeah. I mean, it's the strive.
Yeah.
It's the striving to. If I see you, it's like this. I used to tell people when you know they come into the nation, for instance, and they were pork eaters like damn near every day. 30 days out the month, they probably ate pork 30 days. But then that day that they was like, well, I didn't eat pork for a day. That's striving. They're changing. You got to give them credit for that day. Yeah. Then it's another day. Now it's 2 days. It's 3 days. If I'm seeing you striving to be different and better, or you know, elevating, right, I'm gonna acknowledge that. Mm-hmm. And the fact that they didn't want to acknowledge that will discourage. But you know, hopefully that you know that brother just
that goes back to what I was saying
true
earlier.
to what he was striving for.
I mean to cut you, I apologize.
It's all right.
But just going back to the what I was building with my old earth about my mother earlier this morning. Sometimes we as children need to hear, "I'm proud of you" sometimes, or "I love you" sometimes. All right, Mom, see you later. Love you. All right, okay. It's more than that. Sometimes we need that little small juice.
That spark.
That spark. They're like, that solidifies my day. Just to hear every once in a while, not just sitting around, just waiting until you watch me all day long, just sit around and wait till I do something wrong just to check me on it.
Yeah, then you like bam, 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 bam. When I do something good, it's like
it's nonsense. It's just like a two individuals in a relationship when they married, and the husband go off, you know what I'm saying, to work, but all day long you wait for him to get back in so you can yell at him about a shirt that been on the floor that he ain't pick up that you could have just picked up and put away, but you waiting all day long for this man stressing, working hard, come in, want to kick his shoes off, and until he got yelled at by the boss. It's supposed to be his sanctuary, the way he come to have a peace of mind. You supposed to be his peace, his cushion. And now he comes, you yapping up, you ain't pick that shit up, not your motherfucking slave.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
See, I'm building.
It's a lot, man.
I'm building now.
We got a lot of work to do, man,
yeah,
for self-love, man.
And I know we got to wrap this up. This was a kind of impromptu, but we just had to come build. But I'm on a course correct type thing, that all the stuff that we've learned in the last 20, 30 years, we got to flip it and change it and get back to what made us successful and what makes other cultures successful.
We just gotta go ahead. I'm sorry.
And honestly, some people just gotta die off and fail. That's just what has to happen.
Yeah, it's true.
And we have to be reaching the people that we can actually reach, and course correct them to where it's not you're acting white to be smart, that you're not acting white because you speak with intelligence. Like these are things that's happening. If you get good grades, that'll make like you were saying, the people, the brother that tried to come back and be, you know, positive and show and prove that, hey, I'm changing, I'm different, I'm not that same person. You got some of the same people that's children that's smart in school, but because all their friends want to play and act up, they don't want to be the smart person. Because they're being called a nerd, or they're calling you whack, or you lame, and we got to course correct all of that.
I want to say something too, Juan, while you're on that topic. Why it's in my mind?
Go ahead. This is
for the parents, man. And please, stop trying to live your life through your children because you didn't make it in something. Let me repeat that again. Stop trying to live your life through your children because you didn't succeed. If they want to be a painter, and you was a nurse and they don't want to be in the medical field, so what? There's a lot of money in paying. If you want to be a skateboarder, you know what I'm saying, you got to activate they're young. Yeah. They're going to change the different thing. He might play the flute today and might want to play the piano tomorrow.
Nurture.
You nurture and cultivate that.
Back to that.
You know what I'm saying? Something where, oh, my mother was a nurse, I was a nurse, you should be a nurse. That's the generational curse. He's trying to break that. Mom, I got other talents. You think that's all that we are? Nurses? being able to cater to people. Like, there's bigger things going on in my life. If you take the time out to step out of your box to see that I got this going on, Mom. I got this going on, Dad. I'm good at this. I play this. They're afraid to come to you because you chastise everything that they do. They're ashamed to come to you. They're free. Everything they come to you about, you're gonna shit it down.
Right. 100%.
So man, that for number one, you're gonna lose the youth by that.
Right.
If you can't interact with your children or interact with your nephews or interact with the children that you have custody of, if you're a guardian, if you're a supervisor or you're a coach, whatever mentorship that you're doing, you gotta leave your personal shit outside and see.
You gotta talk.
Yeah,
to them.
man, you gotta talk to the children.
You gotta deal with them, ask them what they want. See, one thing that our generation went through was you just gonna do what I say. That was it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We couldn't have the conversation. Now they're having the conversation, but the conversation is not having the rewards or penalties. It's just
one
having
side.
a conversation. So we have to nurture, find out what your child likes, because if they like something and you nurture it, they might succeed in it because they want to do it. They want that. You know what I'm saying? They might want to be an athlete. They might want to be a fireman. They might want to be an artist, like you were saying. If that's what they want to do, nurture it.
Let me say this right here. This is for all the you know what I'm saying, like I'm a minister's child too. And also I'm a military brat as well. I know and understand situations, how life is and how circumstances are, but there are some parents that are very strict that are really big on curriculum, really big on education, really big on doing this right here. That's cool. But a lot of kids drop out and do a lot of bullshit in school and utilize your money the wrong way because they're afraid to tell you what they really want to do. I'm not saying dropping out and just being a bum and not doing shit sitting around the house is something productive to do. I'm not commending that. I'm not defending that. What I'm saying is, don't be so strict on your children with not giving them the ability to be free speakers. You know what I'm saying? Because what happens is when you isolate them for so long, when they have the opportunity to get away and go to college, that's when they wild out. You wonder why their grades drop, they get pregnant at an early age, because everything they want to experience, they couldn't experience because they've been isolated. You never gave them the opportunity to make mistakes.
He was rigid.
Or even sit down and speak with them about. It's crazy.
They couldn't color out the line. They couldn't color outside the line.
Yeah, man, it's like, it ain't just the kids always, and I'm not saying that for y'all to go out here, you know what I'm saying, and just run rampant and just do foolish and stupid shit.
No, it's a hand in hand.
It's a hand in hand.
See, I look at it like, I don't blame the children because they had to learn from somewhere. Unless they just the demon seed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Where they were just like, yo, at 1 year old, they was bad. 2, they was uncontrolled. That's something different, and that might be something mental. But for the most part, it's a hand-in-hand thing. Our duty is to raise children to be better than us.
Yeah, start with self. You know what I'm saying? One seed at a time. You know what I'm saying? Just do your due diligence when you out and about, just in the world, man. It's like, it ain't got to be just at home. Whenever you see a child out of place, it's still a village raising a child. You see a child doing what he's supposed to, you ain't got to know his mom and dad. Who gives a shit? Cause like, yo, man, you don't need to be doing. Your mama want you doing that shit. Oh, fuck you. I say, I know. So get the fuck out of here then. You're not gonna sit here and do this shit right here, and your mom will tell you the same thing.
It's got to be like rewards and penalties. I mean,
Yeah.
Just really, that's what is gonna keep it, you know, going.
That's why music moves the masses, and the message that you have in music, man, really plays a part. So I know I ain't got but a long time, you know what I mean, a short period of time, at least want to incorporate a little bit of something that we really are intrigued by, and that's music. You know, I appreciate the opportunity, you know, to come amongst these brothers, man, since 92. When I had a struggling time when I was trying to find somewhere to live, but I was gonna be damn near homeless and shit. They took me in not even knowing me. Mom took me in and shit and made me a part of the family. Branched off from there. So I appreciate this dope dope ass producer, Trentster the Black Rain.
We here, man.
A man in arms.
Yo,
Black
this ain't
Sun
the
is
last
not here
time.
right now.
This ain't the last time. This was impromptu. Probably should have did it a couple of days earlier, but
I want to say, let me say this. I want to say this right here. I want to say, yo, rest in peace to Enoch Starscream. You know what I'm saying? Peace to Magnetic. Whatever you're doing in the world, man, let's get back to what got us where we were supposed to be. Sharp, bro. Time, Shamik, brothers get it together, brothers get it together, brothers get it together, let's get it together.
Kumarville, all of y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, with the mother, man. Let's get this shit together.
We still here, you know what I'm saying? We should, you know, have some annual times that we get up. Because we're not gonna meet a lot of people that we can say we knew for 30 plus years. That is a blessing to have people still here that you can say, yo, I knew this person for like 30 years.
Oh.
We don't even talk to our family sometimes in like 5 years. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that we still have people here that we can go that far back, we got to utilize that. That's not just for us. That's for anybody. Tell people you love them. You don't know when the next time, you know, anything can happen nowadays. People just drop it. So, yo, while they here, man, show the love and keep that love coming.
Yeah, just be careful with it, man.
But we're going to sign off, man. We're going to sign off. Let's put some of these beats on your, what you call it, before you got to bounce. And, yo, peace to the people out there. Peace to the gods and earth.
Also,
peace to the civilized.
My project is called Peacefully Violent. Peacefully Violent. It's an oxymoron, but you'll catch up with it later. Peacefully Violent. Yeah.
Peace.
Oh, peace to Dothan, Alabama, too. You know what I'm saying? I gotta say Brooklyn, Long Island, TA Block, 100 Block. Just everybody that participated in me trying to get where I gotta go. I'm saying salute to you, Killer Boo,
R.I.P.
Lakeview,
Freedom
all
Bill.
that shit. Peace.
And we out.
We out.
And be safe out there.
Facts.